Hey my loves, welcome back. It's Dion, your Sin City medium, and I'm here with another channeled Pleiadian message for you, right? Now this one was channeled yesterday morning, 3:23 in the early morning hours, okay? Here's what I got. Construct your mind to allow new information and an openness to rewire old beliefs. Dense, constricting energy does not allow for growth. True reality is fantasy, but cannot be observed from a framed mind. Challenge yourself to push limits of succession and congruent thoughts. Exercise your authority over your reality and prepare to be amazed. Child's play is not just child's play, but a vertex of paths between being limitless and limited. The restart is here. Androgynous energy being, culpable and responsible to learn and implement actions to save her life force, the ecosystem. So then I asked a couple questions, right? Because again, they're taking us through this, one, getting our minds right, this preparation of our minds and rewiring these beliefs, these congruent beliefs. Even as they talked about a frame mind, it was like a body with a box for a head is what I got, right? We're limiting our beliefs based on succession, things that have been passed down, right? Old lies is what I'm getting. True reality being fantasy, meaning we are limitless beings. Even when they called us, I don't know what androgynous means, but androgynous energy beings, when I looked up the word androgynous, it was an energy being, not really being masculine or feminine, but energy, right? Is what it is. Okay, but let's get into the question. So then I asked, well, how do we save her? Again with this, how do we save Earth, right? How do we save her? And I got symphony, excavate toxins, and reseeding her beauty based on moon cycles. For yourselves, moon cycle represents natural clock in tandem. This is why you have the urge to touch the dirt, to be in nature. So when they say a symphony, it's not symphony like Shakespeare or whatever. This is symphony as in dancing with the energy, harmonizing with Earth's energy, with nature, right? Reseeding her beauty as we watch, everything that's happening, right? This is again us limiting how much of the negativity we're taking in and going back to a place where we're sitting in nature, either by the beach, right? Or getting in nature, planting seeds. That's what they're wanting us to do. So when we talk about saving her, yeah, we might not be able to go stop them from burning down a rainforest, but we can continue to reseed and plant. They want us to get back in touch with her, right? To save her is what this is, based on moon cycles. So I don't know anything about planting, farming, none of that, but apparently this is a thing, planting different types of fruit and vegetables based on moon cycles, right? Is what I'm getting. So then I also asked, what about me, right? I live in Nevada. So what about me? What would I really be planting out here? And what I got was meat in the cactus and herbs. So I'm aware of herbs being able to be grown out here, but not so much I don't know what that is, but they were showing me the inside literally of the cactus plants and the part that you're able to eat as meat, right? But then I had to go look it up. Is this a thing? You guys know, I don't even know what androgynous meant. I had to go look it up, right? So when I looked things up, I didn't realize that as a tech, people identify this as nopales, and it's a legit dish. So yes, us planting our food, right? Going back, planting, helping her, but as well helping ourselves. And that is the ecosystem that we're trying to save, right? Again, getting away from the processed things and the inorganic compounds that we are placing within the earth. So when I asked about, well, how do we get people to focus on, saving Mother Earth and taking things back to nature, right? And getting back in tune and tap in with ourselves. When we have all this other stuff going on with who, right? And all the craziness that's happening in the world. So I'm asking about him, right? And I got erogenous basically erogenous being, right? And the death of antiquity. So he represents a sense of antiquity. And think about it, what he trying to take us back to, right? Like this death of this antiquated mindset where we are characterizing groups of people, right? But get this, they said, self-destruction, sacrifice of martyr. When I tell you, he is playing his role to the T. He is meant to be here. And watch what they say. Self-destruction, sacrifice of martyr to old structure. Okay? Fed by energy, mouth water for power. King of illusions, fed by fear that is emitted. Experience the thrash of the choke, vehicle to reset. So he and his buddy EM, right, are the vehicle, okay, to reset, as far as resetting our minds as we go through this awakening. In order to get us there, these things have to play out. It's the end of a cycle. So we're experiencing the thrash of the choke, okay, on this king of illusion that is fed by fear. And think about it, that is everything he's trying to get us to do. And this is why we need to switch our focus and go back to our homeostasis nature, right, in order to not be disillusioned by the other things that are happening. But yeah, that was the message. That's what I got. I love these like little tidbits of conversation that I'm having with them. I think this is obviously highly important because everything right now that I'm getting is like this focus on Mother Earth and like what we need to be doing. She has her own frequency. She is alive, right? As you guys know, the last message that I channeled when they were talking about us course correcting so that we don't have to experience her fatality. It just felt like she was being so abused. And something that, I mean, you guys know my brother is highly spiritual too, right? And he was telling me that, think about it. He was like, we're constantly like blowing her up to create canals. And then we're like building dams. We're doing all these things. And oh my gosh, imagine imagine her as a life force, right? The way they're describing as a being. And we're poking and prodding her and doing all this stuff and putting these, energetic compounds within her and like this test subject or something, the abuse, right? Like it's just not right, and so when you think about her frequency, just because we are, experiencing this low vibrational, energy that's happening, that doesn't mean, right, that like she needs to meet her demise because of us. Right now, we are culpable. We are responsible, okay, to learn what we can. It's our responsibility to implement actions to save her. And we do that by planting, reseeding. What I'm getting from them is like, we all should have live plants in our house, even if you have to get like, a small plant. It doesn't have to be a big plant, but a small plant. Plants provide life. They provide energy, right? So it's important. You can start that way. Start planting, vegetables, right? Us going back to this state. That is how we help to save her. That is how we help to, again, pay homage to her. Remember, the feminine, as a creator, it was held sacred for her womb space, just like Mother Earth, her ability to create. We're all connected, right? We have a responsibility to her is what they're saying, okay? I really feel like no matter what, like, yeah, we're energy, we're gonna return to energy, but damn, like if we destroy Mother Earth, right? So it's all of our responsibility. We're culpable. This one, it hit me hard, just like the last one. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Of course, I already know, I'm sure I'll have a message tomorrow morning, right, to channel. I can always feel it where it's like, come talk, right? And I know I gotta go sit down upstairs and have a conversation on the bed and channel. But let me know if there's anything specific you think I should be asking in this moment in time. I'm happy to do so. I tend to just, take whatever they give me and write it down and share it with you all. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here.